hurry, absentee. Are there sirens I hear? Are there sirens I'm looking at? Wonder what's looking at me. There's nothing to drink in the kitchen. We got relish and what looks like cheese. We'll recycle the beer cans at daybreak. I was kind of thinking Chinese. As you know, Uncle Scrooge became a new man indeed. But Marley still carried his chains. And I don't think that's fair, 'cause he did a good deed and it helped his friend avoid a grim fate. Hole in your soul as you walk in. Dirty socks now soaking wet. Contradiction and the flashbacks. Was that dollar we had? I forget. Now let's scrub all the chalk off the walls of the attic. Get headquarters ready to die. When the whole bush is burning, the crickets, they ain't got time to say goodbye. We were laughing on Christmas with the ladies wearing white. No, they're never gonna catch that old Grinch. Aluminum foil will do in a pinch. Aluminium, aluminium. Thank you guys very, very much for coming out. I got some CDs and some T-shirts in the back there. You can talk to me if you like one of those. That's cool. We can be pals. Here's a little song about the chewy string. By the dark and the light, my brother disappeared, but I bet he's alright. I don't ask for much and I don't own anything, but I would like some of that chewy string. Cats, they're fur and black, randomly scheduled every night. When are they on? Let's watch TV Cats. TV Cats killed 10 sparrows last week. It wasn't on the news. All them TV Cats. Crude. He's the relevant dude. He makes his statement with the books he's read. That Francis Crude. Timothy Dime. He's concerned about time. Got a fake parking ticket for a real life crime. Timothy Dime. Collecting the rents is his main defense. Check out the dents and Timothy Dime. watch it all day. That's quite a trip, you know, when's it gonna fall? Icicle drip. TV cats, the fur and black, randomly scheduled every night. When are they on? Let's watch TV cats. Drugs all the time. It felt like a mime as I rounded up the shards of my life. My Atari games and my local music archive, acrylic paints and my X-Acto knob, and a tape recorder and my meteorite, and 2 warm pairs of gloves and my guitar. Donnie helped me sweep my floor and Bill took my old furniture, and we had some mean words with landlord Jack. I got my security deposit back. I felt like a hack, but it had to be done. I'd lost enough to win this one. I felt like a hack, but it had to be done. I'd lost enough to win this one. Future moves before I speak. It's just a flashback to last week. The past is bleak and shot through with holes that I don't know where they're from. My kindergarten teacher told me I was smart because I knew what the words of lemma meant. And my first grade teacher, she told my mom that I probably could be president. My actions are words and my nouns are verbs, and I'm my own experiment. And I had to get bent to wind down all the lines I had to walk. And then 2012 the calendars end. Well, I almost got killed by my mirror friend, but instead we went to sleep beneath my C800 fractal versions of me. We went to sleep beneath my C800 fractal versions of me, and all the words I said in stone got reabsorbed into my bones. And all the stones I carried round, well, they really weighed my pockets down. What tough lesson did I earn it? Why buy a flag just to go and burn it? Sometimes I feel so blank you can't turn it into anything at all. Now I'm supposed to be whatever I decide, and that's the inherent problem, alright. But I'm not defined by what I don't like, and I guess that's a pretty good start. I got millipede skills and black rum lemonade in the same wallet I've had since 7th grade, and an ornament that my late grandmother made, and it's one of my very best treasures. My broken inventions got chopped up for parts, and I finally found a girl who knows my heart. We feed the wild cats that live in our yard, and I like watching cardinals fly through the rain. Loss and gain and faith and pain and ignorance that I cannot feign. With excruciating practice I became the mime who learned how to talk. With excruciating practice I became the mime who learned how to talk. And all the words I said in stone got reabsorbed into my bones. All the stones I carried round, well, they really weighed my pockets down. Thank you guys very, very much for sticking around. Oops, dropped my cape out. Totally unprofessional. Hey, this next song is it's one of mine, and it's going to be featured in a movie that's coming out this year in August called Nintendo Quest. It's a story of 2 Canadian friends on a road trip to collect every NES game ever made, and this song is in it, and it's one of mine. It's called Parasite's Gotta Die. Wait, that's not how it starts. I was a stranger and you were a stranger, and we were both stranger than most. And the ghost that pursued us would always elude us and burn us until we were toast. It was fun being toast for a while. We'd smile whenever the poison would flow. Oh, drinking and dreaming and sinking the boat. Parasites gotta die with the host. Drinking and dreaming and sinking the boat. Parasites gotta die with the host. was a dreamer and she was a dreamer, but we never woke up on time. We had sex, drugs, and more, and eventually bloodshed that started with liquor and wine. Well, we both walked away with a few dozen scars and some laughs at each other's expense. Ha ha, you'll never get your white picket fence. Those parasites don't ever pay their own rent. No, she'll never get her white picket fence. Those parasites don't ever pay their own rent. Usually I must be feeling awful glad. Know that I'm addicted right down to the molten core. Life is one big nervous breakdown that I'm trying to ignore. There's a lengthy inner history of parasites and war. There's a lengthy inner history of parasites and war. He was a local and I was a tourist, but we were both nomads for true. Though we lived in the gutter, our tribe drank as brothers and sang "Where the Fortunate Do." After 5 years and counting, I still don't remember the moment that I said goodbye. Be it ever so humble, there's no place like home. Parasites gotta die, be it ever so humble, there's no place like home. Parasites gotta die, gotta die. Thank you very much. I have a few more. This one's called Juice Box. Crappy old capo. Hey people, now don't be sad, for we're all in second grade. And you might not know it now to look at it, but you got it made. There's 100 million things like sleeping you'll probably never really understand. Bitches and bees and competent fleas and buffaloes stomping free. And you might not see it in the present tense, but everybody's all a seed. You could be the littlest giant in the ocean and still ride the big balloon through time. Or you could be a clever sloth, a mechanical sloth, and mold through the circuitry in your mind. We prefer fruit, can't get enough fruit, gotta eat a new fruit today. If it rains for a whole week, it's lightning and the power goes out, how's about no board game? No way I saw it was 20 years prior and the basement flooded like a miniature lake. Big whoosh sound, lunch bell down, man with the eraser, mean fake. Big whoosh sound, lunch bell down, man with the eraser, mean. Clap your little hands like mad, you're afloat in the big parade. And you might not have a lot of helium yet, but you got a lot of carbon to trade. They're gonna try to cut your ears with the clippers. Misdirection is the name of the game. Uniform things say raise your hand, and you don't care what's your name. You can build a compass in the woods if you know how to operate the Earth's magnetic field. But you're not lost, not yet, don't place your bet to see if they rig that roulette wheel. Juice box, life and cushions, you will never outgrow cartoons. When the water in your head makes you dizzy, you can't always blame it on the moon. When the water in your head makes you dizzy, you can't always blame it on the moon. Pumpkin Town, we should leave today. Last night we played at the Palace Theater and then booed us off the stage. But on the train I saw you smile in your sleep and I felt brave. We're gonna prove something to ourselves, and in the name of our brave and noble-hearted tribe, keep the jack-o'-lantern flame alive. We go trucking true to fog, though there are signs that we may break. We recite Six Stickley's address and we feel a bit more sane. We're gonna knock 'em dead with our loud, shy sound. Digging up the bones in Pumpkin Town, just like always, digging up the bones in Pumpkin Town. When I was a wooden puppet back before I came alive, I could jump, twist, and gesture, but I could not use my eyes. Friday nights I'd sing for nickels at the Muppets open mic. That was the only kind of life I was aware of. And then through some twisted pumpkin magic, I wound up with my own organic brain. I don't complain about the pain I now can't feel, cause I am real these days. I only sing my song to call the rain. Hey, the rain! The So let's take the show to Pumpkin Town where everyone will cheer. We can drink right from the rivers of Shipyard Pumpkin beer. The car goes out in all directions as the band begins to play. You've been a long time gone, but you're welcome here to stay. You gotta find your soul as the wheels go round. Flipping all the rocks in Pumpkin Town. Flipping all the rocks in Pumpkin Town. All right, how am I doing on time? I got one more for you. Thank you for having me tonight. Thank you, Misha, for booking me. It sounds really silly when I try to play while I'm talking. Thank you, Misha, for booking me. Thank you, Sounds, for having me. Websters, you guys are awesome. Thank you very much. This one's called Gravity Man. Oh, what a miracle, wow. Oh, what a miracle, wow. Gravity, man, it don't fly, he just stands in the whole floor is quicksand or lava, can't say. Soon comes the day, just us feelings away. Help us fall into the lake. Could you help us fall into the lake? All my blood's the receipt for the money I spent. Sing coupon and remember no changes. If burn, take your bag and sit out next turn. All my desires, they get confused with my dreams till I'm pierced by the laser beam exiting my heart. Don't you never call me son, you don't know what I'm from. Call gravity, man, no, he's got some. I was a cold big fish from a dark green ocean. Bones and I got you to thank. Come on, bones and I got you to thank. Burial at sea, that's the burial for me. Disposed of by water, won't return a zombie. Blue midnight green, let me sink in bed. Let me bury my head in. Burial at sky, a good way to get high. Don't use no machine to keep this guy alive. Though it might seem quite cold, I assure you I'll thrive. Won't you bury my eyes in the sky? Burial in grass, well, it sure had a blast. My consciousness one with the vastness at last. Feed the bugs all a treat, let the mulberry cast. Won't you bury my feet in the grass? Burial in bone, cause the skin I don't own. She bones you some crystals, then turns them to stone. As the entropy rises and space pulls apart, No, it just ain't a miracle no more. No, it just ain't a miracle no more. Thank you very much. This has been the Cowabunga Breakfast. I believe that was exactly half an hour. Thank you for coming. Please stick around for the rest of the other bands. Thank you again for having me. I really appreciate it. I got t-shirts and CDs. Peace out, y'all.